Hello everybody, it's your boy, the Fantasy Football Almanac, back at it with another best ball draft video. Today we're hopping into a best ball mania draft, the Puppy 3, $5 to get in, up to 100,000 or $200,000 in total prizes for first place, and $1,000,000 in total prizes. So the hope is really to get $200,000. We're drafting teams for the absolute highest ceiling, whatever that ceiling may be. We're gonna try and take it. We did launch in a little early. I was having problems launching my recording software, so that is why. We are already 6 picks in, or 10 picks in now. We decided to take Austin Eckler here at pick 6 over guys like Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook. I just think Austin Eckler has an insane ceiling being in that offense and gets every single passing down in that offense. Derrick Henry falls all the way to pick 12. Very surprising. You don't see that too often. Here at 19, we're kind of torn. I was going to say Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel usually making it to pick 19, but in this case, he does not. We may go Mark Andrews here. There's a couple of guys we really do like, so either way, Mark Andrews probably is the pick, unless somehow Najee Harris or Joe Mixon makes it to us, which isn't impossible. I mean, they're still on the board somehow. And they are the next two picks. I mean, if we could get Austin Eckler and Joe Mixon, or Austin Eckler and Najee Harris, we would gladly take that, because that's such a unique team combination. Very few teams have a combination like that. I do know Najee Harris missed practice on Tuesday, which is today. He apparently slipped or something. Let me see exactly what happened. Yeah, he slipped. I don't think it's anything you should be worrying about. I don't understand how you could fade Najee Harris off training camp injury that really doesn't affect much. We got Najee Harris coming off the board, though. It does Joe Mixon come off the board? We shall see. Tyreek Hill. All right, we got to take Joe Mixon here. I mean, I don't usually. I mean, I have been going running back way more often because people are letting running backs slip here. But I mean, these running backs are absolutely insane. We get Joe Mixon and Austin Eckler. Both, I mean, not really Austin Eckler to value, but Joe Mixon had an absolutely insane value, especially for this puppy draft. I mean, you're not going to be seeing Joe Mixon fall to a value like this. I really don't get it. Joe Mixon consistently is being slept on. I really don't understand it. I think Joe Mixon's an absolutely phenomenal talent. So don't get me wrong, I love Joe Mixon. We got Mark Andrews coming off the board. I'm just very surprised to see Joe Mixon coming off the board where he just did. We got Nick Chubb coming off the board. Javonte Williams. It is good because the running back well kind of dries up around pick 30. So pick 30, we will end up with somebody like DJ Moore here. DJ Moore, a guy I really like at pick 30 now. He's been growing on me an absolute ton this offseason. I think he's somebody who now has a quarterback, the best quarterback of his career, easily, and it's not even debatable. It's Kyle Allen, Sam Darnold, Cam Newton, not prime Cam Newton, washed Cam Newton, and I was going to Baker Mayfield. I'm not saying Baker Mayfield's a huge upgrade, but he's definitely an upgrade. And for a guy that gets 1,100 yards, if you're getting an upgrade to 1,300 yards, I will gladly take that. So I do really like DJ Moore here. Not really too big. Oh my God, Leonard Fournette is still on the board somehow. So is Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara has been rising a ton. It is good we got our shares. Well, he fell down, but oh wow, his next court date is delayed 2 months. He's going to be rising then 100,000%. I mean, if he doesn't miss a single game this season, he will definitely be rising. Maybe we do honestly go Alvin Kamara here. That would be the only other option I could see here. I think Alvin Kamara is probably the move just in terms of pure talent. Alvin Kamara does come off the board. As you guys know, I am fading Michael Pittman this year. I just don't think. I think he's a very talented wide receiver, but I can't trust it. I mean, I don't think Matt Ryan's that huge of an upgrade. He wasn't really that good last season. I mean, he had 1,000 yards, sure. But who else was there in that offense? I mean, you could say the same thing about this year. There's really not too many people in that offense. But Alec Pierce and Paris Campbell, if Paris Campbell does play, which is unlikely, but it is possible, that is an upgrade over the corpse of, I don't even remember his name. I mean, we got Mo Alley Cox, but oh my God, why am I blanking on this man's name? Either way, the very veteran wide receiver on the Colts. Forgetting his name, but that guy, you know who I'm talking about. Everybody's probably screaming at the top of their lungs right now. Oh my God. It'll come to me. It'll come to me about halfway through this video or something. But if you guys do enjoy this video, please go down, leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know what you think of this start. What do you think of this Joe Mixon value right here? I mean, it's pretty insane to me. I really like it, but you might not, you know? Let me know what you guys think down below. And subscribe. I mean, if you guys do like this content, please consider subscribing. You can always change your mind later. Never hurts to subscribe and then unsubscribe. It's fine, you know? Doesn't hurt. So I would definitely say go down and subscribe if you do enjoy. Right now we're in a position where we're probably going to be grabbing. Honestly, I know Deontay Johnson's kind of holding out, so. Yep, and that's the newest report as well. Still in talks for a new contract, which is pretty interesting to see. I'm not really fading Deontay because of that. Deontay, the talent is still absolutely there. I mean, people are saying, "Oh no, he's not working in with the new quarterback," and yeah, it's true. But the talent is absolutely there. I don't think he's actually going to hold out. He's saying he wants to play no matter what. He definitely wants to play. He just wants to get his contract situation resolved, which is definitely fair. I mean, I'll take him falling. I'm pretty glad about it, to be honest. If he's really going to fall this far, I mean, I will very gladly take it. The only other player I can consider here, honestly, I have been growing on Allen Robinson a fair amount lately. Just looking at him, apparently he is stellar in camp right now, but we are going to go with Deontay Johnson. I almost just accidentally drafted Justin Herbert here. I don't have my mouse on me. So I almost clicked on Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert wouldn't be a terrible pick either because we do have Eckler. If he does fall to me in the next round, I'll gladly take him. I will honestly gladly take him if he falls to me in the next round. But at this point, I can't justify it just because I think reaching on ADP for guys like this is not smart. We are 9 picks away, so it is possible he falls. Unlikely, but possible. There's a lot of guys I really like at 54, though. If he doesn't fall, I mean, I will gladly take Rashad Bateman. I will gladly take Darnell Mooney. I will gladly take Chris Godwin. Even Amari Cooper. I don't think he'll fall at this point. I think Justin Herbert does not fall. Even George Kittle I really like here. I think all of those guys are very, very talented players. So I wouldn't be mad either way. I mean, if Judy falls to us, I do kind of want some more Judy shares. I feel like I haven't been getting that much Judy lately. I feel like every time I draft, I'm like, oh, let me get Jerry Judy, and then it doesn't end up happening. But I will gladly take Jerry Judy here if he does fall, or Kittle. Either one, can't be too mad. I guess I would go Judy over Kittle, but it's pretty close. I mean, either way, I don't really want. I think that's probably the move, though. BW22 taking Darren Waller. I'm a little scared that he's probably on auto draft here because he just took Darren Waller. So our hopes to get Judy are going to be ripped out, unfortunately, right out from underneath us. It is a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? What can you do? We'll see what he goes though. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it was just the cue. Maybe he just likes Darren Waller. I mean, who knows? But here, he does go David Montgomery, leaving our hopes alive at least a tiny bit. And it is nice because then we get 3 awesome wide receivers, which I do really, really like. I mean, I would love these 3 wide receivers. Lamar Jackson comes off the board. So it is possible. There's still a lot of guys we really like here. A lot of guys that we really like here. I think Pat Mahomes is definitely starting to be slept on as the QB4. I mean, are you serious? I don't get it. Also, I think Amari Cooper, I'm going to start drafting him a little higher. This guy just took him at 51. I can't even blame him at all. I mean, I think taking him at 51 here is really, really smart. We most likely will go Kittle here, though. I imagine Kittle will probably be off of the board. Oh, my God. Breaking my heart. We're probably going to go Chris Godwin here, honestly. I think Chris Godwin's probably a value here. I think he's a guy who, if he plays, will be absolutely phenomenal. I mean, what more can you expect from Chris Godwin than that? Just phenomenal play. So we do go Chris Godwin here. And if he does play week 1, we look like geniuses. That's why we've been drafting him just about everywhere. I mean, I will gladly take him. We took Juju? What? Oh my God. I accidentally took Juju. I hate this. I don't know why my mouse is like totally glitching out right now. Oh my God. I cannot believe that. Scandal arises in the fantasy chat. Oh my God. I cannot believe what just happened. I can't believe that. I don't know what the heck is going on with my mouse right now. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it has been a little buggy. We do lose the ability to take Chris Godwin here, and we do take Juju Smith-Schuster. It would be funny here, though, if I'm all mad about this, and this ends up being the team that, wins it all. And Juju is the pick that wins it for us. Or vice versa, if this team would have won with Chris Godwin, but now is heartbroken, unfortunately, with the pick of Juju. It does stink though, because I do like those other wide receivers better. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised Rashad Bateman's still on the board. I'm actually really surprised. He almost never makes this far. People, if anything, reach on him, and now he's falling. I'm very surprised. Very, very surprised. I mean, I would love him. I don't think he'll fall here. I don't think there's any way. Yeah, I would have scooped him up in an instant at 63. That's crazy to me, honestly. But good for him, I guess, getting that value. I might go AJ Dillon here or Elijah Moore here. I don't really love Elijah Moore with the value, but that, or we do go Michael Thomas here, maybe. I think it's certainly an interesting pick to go Michael Thomas here. Yeah, we most likely will go Michael Thomas just because he is starting to practice again. News is trending up for him. Get him while his ADP is pretty high. I will gladly take him here. And I don't really like the quarterbacks here as much. I mean, maybe AJ Dillon. Maybe we do go AJ Dillon. I think AJ Dillon's probably a fine pick here. We do get the last of this tier of running backs, I think, which is nice. And then I do like a lot of these wide receivers here, whether we're talking about DeAndre Hopkins, Drake London, any of these guys, I do really like. So I think either way, you can't be too mad with what's going on here with this draft so far. I think it's pretty even. We have three wide receivers and 3 running backs. Although scandal did break out with Juju Smith-Schuster added onto the roster, I think he is possibly a really, really good pick here. Now I'm going to start justifying him. Now I'm going to start jacking Juju a ton. I don't really like him too much in this range compared to the other guys like Mooney, Godwin, Bateman. But I think he still is a fine pick here. I mean, he definitely deserves to be going in this range. I would definitely take him in this range. I would probably personally just have him below Godwin, Mooney. But I think Juju definitely has the talent to be a guy who can justify in this range. So it is pretty interesting. It's kind of funny. Oh my god, Allen Lazard's flying up these boards. We're going with the strategy where we want Deshaun Watson again. I wonder where his ADP is now. It's probably much, much higher. He is at 145. He is at 145 now, guys. 145. We are probably going to have to take him here. Honestly, at pick 102, I would imagine. Because this guy who took Amari Cooper is probably going to take him at 99. We may be trying to take him at 102. But then he's not even really a value anymore at that point. I mean, honestly, 115 we probably should wait for. Because if we're going to take him at 102, I mean, he's still a nice, decent value, but he's not like insane, you know? He's not like one of the best values on the board. We might go Dalton Schultz here, honestly. Dalton Schultz is probably the move. Although I do like a lot of these wide receivers on the board here. I do. I think Dalton Schultz, if Dalton Schultz is off the board, though, we might go Kadarius Toney. We might go Drake London, D-Hop. I like a lot of these players on the board right now. These 3 guys are all really, really nice. And I think they will be off the board by the time we get back, most likely. It is possible they're not, though. If you guys are enjoying this video, please go down, leave a like, leave a comment below. Let me know how you think I did. This is a little bit of a weird draft. Usually pretty unlike me to accidentally take Juju and totally screw up. But that is what happened, so now we have to chill a little bit, relax. I don't know what the heck is going on with my mouse, or my cursor. It's being a little weird. I really don't know why. But either way, we keep going, we survive, we advance. Hopefully we can get Drake London, Kadarius Toney, any of these guys. There's 5 wide receivers on the board right now, and we'd be fine with any of them. Russell Gage, still falling, but I think it's starting to become a value now. I have mentioned this before, but he definitely is starting to become a value at this point. I mean, I think it is really, really smart to be taking a guy like Russell Gage here now again. Because, I mean, Julio was a great player, obviously. Nobody is denying that Julio's prime was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, one of the best primes of all time. He's 33 years old at this point. They brought in Russell Gage before they brought in Julio, and Julio was released for a long, long time. I mean, I still definitely value Russell Gage over Julio. I think that's just a smart thing to do. But I can see a world where Julio is the better player at this point. I mean, either way, you can't really go wrong with either of these two guys. All right, so we're building like a pretty much a zero QB build here. TJ Hawkinson off the board. We're going to try and get even more value at wide receiver here, then probably go with the Chase Edmonds type. Get our fourth back, get our fourth wide receiver. I still think I would take Olave over Gage just because our opportunity is there for Olave. I mean, Olave is definitely a guy who's going to be getting a ton of opportunity this year. It's just whether he has Michael Thomas or not, he's still going to be getting a ton of opportunity. It's just how much. I mean, worst comes to worst, he's a wide receiver 2 with Jameis. That's a worst case scenario. So we're going to be taking Olave here. And I think Olave is a guy that could really turn out to be a good pick for us here at wide receiver. We got a lot of values here. I wonder if Kareem Hunt's value is going to rise. I think it will slightly. I do like Kareem Hunt now. I have started preferring him over Damian Harris. Just because even though Kareem Hunt is the RB2 in his offense, he's still a very productive RB. Finished as the RB10 on a points per game basis 2 years ago, and then RB8 on a points per game basis last year. I mean, people just forget about that. Now he's going pretty much neck and neck with Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris here. Kareem Hunt comes off the board. It is a little unfortunate. If Russell Gage does somehow fall to us here, we'll take him. I think it is smart to at least buy the value with Russell Gage here. I mean, a lot of the news with Russell Gage was the fact that, oh, he's going to benefit from no Chris Godwin. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And that is true, but I think a lot of it's also being the wide receiver 3 to Tom Brady, a position that still was very effective for him, or very effective last year when you had Antonio Brown there. Also, you have no Gronk. I mean, it still is possible. And also, it is possible that if either Mike Evans or Chris Godwin does go down, if there's any injury concerns with Chris Godwin, Russell Gage ascends to become a really strong wide receiver here. I don't know if he will be off the board. I mean, it's possible. But I think at this point, he's definitely a value. He'll keep falling here. He'll keep falling, but I mean, at this point, he's a value. He's definitely a value. So we'll get Russell Gage here. Take note as well, Deshaun Watson still on the board. We got to play a little bit of a game here to get Deshaun Watson, but if we can get him here at 115, I would very gladly take that. Very gladly. So we'll take him. Russell Gage. Oh my god. See, the highly experienced person knows. He knows Russell Gage is a value there. Now we're in a little bit of a predicament. I really never do this, but we're going to take Valdez just because he's the best available here. I don't really like Valdez at all, but if we're getting nice value with them, I'll take him. We got 2 KC receivers, which is nice, I guess. We don't really need another running back considering what we have here, too. So I think it's good. Get a nice burner. I'm not really too big on Valdez this year, though. But I think he's the best player on the board right now. And then we hopefully can get Watson here. Watson and Rodgers, maybe. Someone like that. It is possible. I think reaching on Deshaun Watson here is probably pretty smart. Because I'm really not trying to risk the guy who took Amari Cooper. Where'd he take him? 51. Let's say he doubles up. He's got Herbert. And yeah, I just can't let him have that, 1, for my own pride. And 2, because Deshaun Watson's going to be around this ADP in like 2 weeks anyways. So you might even be going ahead of this ADP. I mean, Deshaun Watson might definitely be going ahead of this ADP. You're getting 11 weeks with a phenomenal quarterback. Can't complain about that. We'll get him here. And then we might go somebody like Christian Watson in the next round or Derek Carr. Either way. I mean, even if we got like Baker Mayfield, let's say, in the last round, we have Baker and Deshaun, two Cleveland QBs, it would be kind of fun. I think that's at least like a fairly decent team. Because then we just get value pretty much everywhere else. Tim Patrick, I don't know if you guys heard the news. It just happened today. Carted off the field. KJ Hamler's stock will definitely be rising. Somebody we've invested pretty heavily into. So, although it is sad to see for Tim Patrick, I'm sorry, Tim Patrick. It is nice for my fantasy stock here. Maybe we do go Aaron Rodgers here and try and double up and get Deshaun in the next round. I'm a little timid though because Justin Fields just came off the board here. So maybe we do go, because all these guys do have quarterbacks, so it is possible none of them not reach, but none of them take Aaron Rodgers here. But I think the upside, the allure of Deshaun Watson is definitely there, whereas the allure of Aaron Rodgers is not as much so there. So if we can get him, we would definitely take him in the next round. And we have our two quarterbacks at that point. Aaron Rodgers comes off the board here, so we're gonna be taking Deshaun Watson here. Probably breaking a few hearts, but who cares? So we get Deshaun Watson. Now we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait really, really long to get another guy. I can see myself taking Irv Smith in the next round. It's honestly a really interesting team. We're gonna have Deshaun Watson, and we're probably gonna take either Wentz or Baker. Probably Baker, just because we do have DJ Moore here, and we don't have somebody like Terry McLaurin. I think it is interesting. It would have been nice to have gotten. I think Christian Watson could be a pick here too. He is absolutely plummeting down boards though, so yeah, honestly, I hate to say it, but it is possible we could even get him in the next round. I hate to say that because he's my guy. He's just absolutely falling down, plummeting down draft boards. But it is possible. If we get Irv Smith here, yeah, I mean, underwent thumb surgery. It's not. I think a lot of those times it's like BS. I mean, Christian Watson will continue to fall because he's not building chemistry with Rodgers. But at the same time, I mean, it's Christian Watson. They traded up to get him. I think he's definitely of value where he's going right here, right now. I mean, come on. Who's he competing with for targets aside from running backs? He's got Romeo Doubs and Alan Lazard. I think he's got to be a value where he's going right now. So we'll probably end up scooping him. Honestly, I'm thinking, though, we could almost wait until next round. I hate to say it. I really, really do. Irv Smith off the board. We're not waiting until next round, then. We're going to take him right here at pick 126. Oh, my God. We keep getting sniped on this, man. We keep getting sniped. We might take Cole Kmet, then. I think Cole Kmet's probably our best option. Didn't even get a touchdown last year, but it is okay. We got Cole coming off the board. I like getting him because, again, who is Cole Kmet's target competition? I mean, what does he really have to deal with here? Not much of anything, unless Dome Favors snipes us, which he doesn't. So we are going to go Cole Kmet here. Overall, I do like the way this roster is constructed. I think it is a pretty nice roster. We have a fair amount of wide receiver talent, great, insane running backs, and then Deshaun Watson. If Kirk is on the board next round, I say we take him. I mean, Kirk's a guy who's at least consistent. Kirk would probably be our best option here. I can't really justify taking any other quarterback here. No, yeah, there's no way. If Kirk's on the board, if Kirk's not on the board though, we're gonna wait a really, really long time. Then we're probably taking somebody like Daniel Jones, like that, you know. B-Hop to 101. He goes Kirk Cousins, so we don't have to take him. It's been a pretty interesting draft so far. I mean, we have this quarterback run right here, which is a little bit unfortunate seeing no other quarterbacks come off the board. But I still don't want to take that risk letting Deshaun Watson fall because he is such a value where he's going right here, right now. Even at pick 115, I think he could go higher. Because honestly, his ceiling is ridiculous. I got him at pick 132 the other day. I mean, that was just insane. I think he's going to keep soaring up. He'll probably level out around pick 100. I would think a lot of people are going to be drafting him over Derek Carr, Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins. I mean, the ADP game, it's always a fun one to play. I think it'll be fun with Deshaun Watson. We are riding this wave as much as we can. Now we're in a position where we really like two guys. We really, really like two guys, honestly. I'll take either of these two guys easily. Darrell Henderson's off the board. I would take Jacoby Myers. I would take Gallup. I like Gallup a little bit more because of the upside. Julio Jones is getting absolutely pushed up these boards. From pick 200 to pick 134 in a matter of days. Days, I tell you, days. This guy already has 3 QBs. Who the hell does he have? Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Kirk Cousins. He's gonna be on auto draft. We shall see, but I mean, there's almost no way around it. He's definitely on auto draft, and he's about to take Jacoby Myers here, and he does. He is on auto draft. I mean, I really want Gallup. Gallup goes. Our two guys get sniped due to auto draft hell. We're probably gonna go Algier here, just because Algier does have a chance to start. I think that is probably our best case scenario, and I do like Algier here. I think Algier is probably the right move. Although we do have 2 Week 14 bye running backs now. We have 4. We don't really have to worry nearly as much. Now we have to get... Maybe we take 2 more quarterbacks here. We take like Baker and... We take Baker and Carson Wentz here, honestly. I mean, I think it might not be a terrible idea. Julio Jones off the board, pick 140 here. Jarvis Landry coming off the board at pick 141. A little surprising. He has fallen quite a fair amount. I mean, with the news that Michael Thomas is now coming back, most likely, Jarvis Landry basically becomes dog water. I mean, a completely wasted pick, almost. In my opinion. At pick 150, we're most likely going to be getting our guy Van Jeff here. Or Jahan Dotson, I mean, if he falls. Tyrion Davis-Price, there's a lot of players I really do like. What happened to Van Jeff? Expected to return in a few weeks. I mean, it's not terrible. He already does have chemistry with Matthew Stafford. It's not like training camp is really so important for him. Does think that he is missing a few weeks. Hopefully, he does return for the start of the season. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. We shall see. I mean, he's still going behind a guy like Jameson Williams, who most likely will not be playing the first 6 to 9 weeks of the season, almost guaranteed. So I think it is fair. I mean, I will probably take JMO here, Jameson Williams, if he is on the board, just because I think it is smart. Maybe. I'm not going to do it. No, I can't do it. I think KJ Hamler, though, will definitely become a value. I might actually take him, not this round, but at pick 163, I may consider taking him. Where's he going off the board right now? KJ Hamler's going off the board at pick 193. Never mind. We can wait another pick. We can afford to wait. We are going to get another wide receiver here, though. We're going to get JMO, who I don't think is worth more. I would personally rather have Van Jeff just from a best ball perspective. But if the ADP is better for JMO, we're going to take JMO here and then hope that Van Jeff makes it back to us. It is certainly possible. I mean, there is pretty good value falling in this draft, all things considered. And then we're going to wait till like the very, very last rounds. Maybe take Daniel Jones. If he does fall a little bit, maybe take some of those guys. I think it's probably the best course of action. B-Hop 2101, taking his sweet time because he is on auto draft. He goes Michael Carter. There still is Tyrion Davis-Price on the board as well. Somebody I think could potentially be the backup there. And I mean, if he is, it's a good backup position to have. I used to really like Tyrion Davis-Price. I mean, I still do because, honestly, the 49ers, you never know. We saw what happened with Trey Sermon last year. We saw what happened with Trey Sermon. And it was terrible. I mean, all Trey Sermon owners got absolutely burned. I was really high on Trey Sermon because I knew he'd have the opportunity, or at least I thought I knew he had the opportunity. But it just didn't work out like that. So here, we're most likely going to be taking Tyrion Davis-Price, I say. Just get our 5th back here. And our last back, we don't need to worry. Oh, Njoku, too. I didn't even think about that. So maybe we do go Algier. Romeo Dobbs coming off the board a lot higher, too. He's definitely going to be coming off the board higher and higher. I mean, that's just a near guarantee at this point, I think, that he's going to be coming off the board higher and higher and higher. We'll grab Tyrion, though. B-Hop taking his gosh darn time here. Auto-drafting teams are really not the smartest move. Let me see his team. His team's okay. I mean, it would be nice if he, instead of taking Mahomes, took Mooney or Godwin or Bateman. Anybody like that. Instead, doesn't happen. He gets Robbie Anderson here. Taking another wide receiver. I do like Jamison Crowder too, so we'll take Jamison Crowder here. And then next pick, we'll probably go with. Okay, so there's like realistically like 2 wide receivers we can take left. Maybe 3. Let me think. KJ Hamler's definitely one of them. Donovan Peoples-Jones is definitely one of them. David Bell is definitely one of them. These 3 guys, I think, are the guys that I really want on this team right now. Because of the news that came out about Tim Patrick. I mean, Tim Patrick's going to be probably falling down boards. He was carted off at practice. If he was forced to miss 6 weeks, if he's forced to miss 8 weeks, that really opens up the door for KJ Hamler to be a wide receiver 3. And a wide receiver 3 to Russell Wilson's a good wide receiver 3 to have. Honestly, I'd be pretty glad about it. But here we probably will go Donovan Peoples just because, I mean, it's nice to get the stack up. I think Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be skyrocketing up these boards, so I'm fine reaching on him, although I'm not generally fine reaching on players. We'll go Donovan Peoples, then we'll take KJ Hamler in the next round, and then after that, we'll probably end up hammering the quarterbacks. What do we have? How many picks do we have left? Okay, we have 4 picks left, so if we pick 2 wide receivers and go 2 QBs here, we can definitely pull that off. And if you guys are still watching, please go down, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you guys do enjoy. I hope you all are having an awesome day. We're going to be taking Donovan Peoples-Jones here, though. I think Donovan Peoples-Jones is really, really smart. If we get Amari Cooper, if we get Deshaun Watson, and we get Donovan Peoples-Jones, that spike week at the end of the year is going to be absolutely insane. I mean, oh my god, I cannot wait. So we're going to get Donovan Peoples-Jones here. We might honestly be taking 10 receivers. I think that's probably the smartest move. 10 receivers, KJ Hamler, and I don't know. Can we afford to? I don't know if we can. Because we still should be taking a guy like Baker. We still should be taking guys like Wentz. I'm surprised. Daniel Jones went actually really high. Pick 134. I didn't even realize he was off the board. We got Will Fuller. I like Pierce off the board. We get Donovan Peoples, though, which I really like. And then we're going to take KJ Hamler. I think KJ Hamler might come off the board before pick 187. And if that's the case, we just either go Paris Campbell or we take David Bell. Either way. Can't be too mad. And once you get to this point, there's a lot of guys I really like here just because it's like you're just taking shots on upside at this point. You're looking at it like, oh my god, if they get an opportunity, that would be awesome. Rarely does it happen, but if I were to combine a team where, let's say Donovan Peoples-Jones ascends to be that insane wide receiver, and so does KJ Hamler, then it's like, oh my god, this team is so stacked. The team is actually so stacked. And then if not, it's another team forgotten about in the annals of time. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully this is the team that leads us to victory, gets us that $200,000. It is nice having Deshaun Watson here, and it is nice. Deshaun Watson's ADP is actually so fire. I mean, I love Deshaun Watson's ADP. I'm going to be taking him at pick 120 something every time. I'm going to be taking him at pick 115 every time. I want to end up with Deshaun Watson in pretty much every single draft that I come into this puppies with. I think it's really, really smart. I think it's really smart to be doing these puppy drafts early because now his ADP is going to be going up quick as hell. I'm telling you guys, please go in and get Deshaun Watson if you can. Get Deshaun Watson. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Unless he, has like a career-ending injury or something, then of course, no. We're going to be taking KJ Hamler here, a guy who will benefit from Tim Patrick going to the sideline, and a real big speed guy, Russell Wilson kind of likes. Because Russell Wilson, he likes those speed wide receivers. He wants those guys who can absolutely burn you. Because his deep ball, oh my god, it's beautiful. I can honestly justify. I think going 4 running backs is probably smarter, honestly. I think going 4 running backs is definitely smarter than going 5 running backs. Getting 4, really solid running backs versus getting 5, I think is smarter. Although, it doesn't reflect in my team total projected points because we only have 1 quarterback here. Our team total is really low projected. But who gives a shit about that? I mean, you can't care about stuff like that. We're most likely going to end up with Baker and Wentz here as well. Maybe David Bell. Maybe we do go David Bell here at pick 198 and then just hope one of those guys fall to us. I think that's probably fine. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to hopefully take David Bell here. Get a really, really nice stack. Because what matters, honestly, what we're looking for is week 17 upside. As long as this team can perform decently, perform somewhat okay, and get us into top 2 so we can perform in the playoffs. Who cares what we do for the rest of the time? I mean, who cares? As long as we can get in, we're gonna have a lower percentage of teams that probably make it in, just because I mean Carson Wentz is gonna be our quarterback, our only quarterback for the first 7 weeks. Never mind, I take it back. David Bell's off the board. We're gonna go Baker Mayfield and Wentz. Then we're gonna take 3 QBs. It's a little bit of a weird build. I don't usually build teams like this, but I do kind of like it honestly, especially now with this Deshaun Watson strategy. I think it is possible. I think it is really, really possible. I mean, especially if Algier plays well too. And if Aaron Jones does end up getting injured, I mean, obviously I'm not rooting for it, but I think if Aaron Jones gets injured, AJ Dillon's popping off to be one of the best running backs in the entire game. And to get him where you're getting him, I think it's really QB competition closes early. Come on, that's such BS. Darnold has been more consistent. I think that's the only time I've ever seen that in my life. Come on. Darnold and consistency? Baker's winning this job. You don't get Baker. You don't pick up Baker this year. Not to take him. Alright, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. We're gonna take Carson Wentz here with the next pick. If not, I'll let you guys know down below who we end up taking. Have a great day. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy your night.